January 17th, 1982. The first TOEIC test, which started with 73 test takers, has now become the most popular English proficiency test in Korea. The following year, in 1983, ETS of the United States, the developer of the TOEIC test, and the International Communication Foundation signed a formal contract for the implementation of the TOEIC test in Korea. In the first year of the TOEIC test, starting with the implementation of Samsung Group's TOEIC test, large domestic companies such as Lucky Gold Star Co., POSCO, Doosan Group, and KEPCO have begun to administer the TOEIC test as a standard for employee evaluation. The 1988 Seoul Olympic Organizing Committee, which was preparing for Korea's first Olympics, also measured the English proficiency of 5,000 operational staff with the TOEIC test, which became the new standard for English proficiency evaluation and gained the trust from many government agencies and leading companies. In 1993, for the first time among media companies, MBC adopted the TOEIC test to evaluate employees' English language proficiency, and soon after, KBS and SBS also joined, and all three domestic broadcasters implemented TOEIC test. As companies used the TOEIC test in their talent selection process, interest in the TOEIC test increased explosively in all walks of life. And in the 1990s, it was common to see test takers lined up with application forms during the TOEIC registration period on Jongno Street. The TOEIC test has expanded beyond companies and was started to be used in many public institutions and public offices, including the KATUSA program, the National Bar Exam, and others. Even today, the TOEIC test is still used for various national certificates and civil service examinations for senior administrative service, foreign affairs, patent attorneys, certified public accountants, and more. In the 2000s, when globalization was accelerating in Korean society, the TOEIC speaking and writing tests were introduced to offer comprehensive evaluation of the 4 skills in English, in addition to the existing listening and reading English tests. The TOEIC mobile app was launched in 2010 to help test takers' registrations. An official 4-skill score certificate was introduced, which shows all their test scores on TOEIC listening and reading, TOEIC speaking, and TOEIC writing skills in one page. In 2016, some updates were made on the TOEIC test. And in 2017, the English subject of the Grade 7 civil service exams was replaced with the TOEIC test. The TOEIC test continues to evolve even today by introducing an AI facial recognition system for the TOEIC speaking test and accepting government-issued mobile ID cards for the TOEIC test. We are actively introducing various new technologies to enhance the reliability of the test, making it more convenient for our test takers to take the TOEIC test. First introduced in 1982, the TOEIC test has changed and evolved with the times and has become the standard for English proficiency assessments. In the future, TOEIC will create deeper history by walking together in the name of change and development in Korea, which will move forward to a greater future.